What's up everyone, Kawaii here to react to another Watchmojo video. Today I'm going to be watching their newest anime top 10, or should I say top 20. Of course newest as of the time of recording this. And that is their top 20 best girls of the century. Alright, so for those of you who don't know, I did react to a Watchmojo video before. It was my reaction to their video on Hololive VTubers. It was top 10 Hololive VTubers. I'll put a link to that in the description down below if you guys want to check that out. I'll probably link it at the end of this video as well. And that video was okay, I guess. I mean, it wasn't the worst video that they've done, but it is kind of weird. Making a top 10 of Hololive VTubers, since, you know, there's so many there's a lot more than 10 Hololive VTubers out right now, and you can't condense all of those talents into a top 10 list. And plus, every single talent in Hololive is great and entertaining in their own right. So to make a top 10 of video of Hololive VTubers, it's it's obviously a little insulting to some. But I digress. However, Watchmojo has now put out a video that's even more absurd, because they're now condensing like a whole century worth. So like, I'm guessing like top 10 girls, like top 20 girls, like the 2000s. So like 22 years worth of female anime characters, and they're condensing it all into a top 20 list. Why? Why? They could have just made like a top 100 video or something. Like, do you know how much anime has come out ever since 2000? Like, you're gonna condense it down to just 20 picks? I don't understand. All I do know though is that I'm gonna be judging hard. I'm gonna be judging super hard. So without further ado, let's get to it. Oh, here we go, guys. Top 20 best anime girls of the century. All right, here we go. What's the first thing? Oh god.
Future Diary. She may not be the original yandere, but damn if she didn't popularize it with nothing more than a look.
Yuno's here to protect you.
And of course they go with English dub. But no, English sub versus dub aside. Yuno Gasai as 20. No. No. First of all, I watched Future Diary. I think I've seen like the first 12 episodes. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, from what I've seen so far, Yuno was pretty badass, but I mean, yeah, I definitely wouldn't put her anywhere near this list. I mean, I will agree though that she did popularize the yandere trope. That I could agree with. But to make her say she's best girl material out of hundreds if not thousands of other female characters that we've seen in this century? No.
A perfect example.
In fact, I go so far as to say, from what I've seen so far, her yandere personality is the only thing she got going for her.
Yuno may be a pretty face, but underneath the surface, there's a monster willing to.
She's not even that pretty.
Who gets in the way of her ideal love story?
That, of course, this is just my opinion.
Yukiteru.
I'll just use 6. She'll be my decoy for saving my man.
She's got a crazy streak running through her that no amount of bloodlust can satisfy. But nonetheless,
also, I feel like her English voice is a little too deep, a little too mature.
Has carved a path for herself as the face of the Faulted franchise.
But me, I'm just too used to her Japanese voice.
Was it really so much to ask that I get to spend one single day of bliss with the man I love?
Number 19, Asuna, Sword Art Online franchise. The
I
original
guess.
PvP princess with losing yourself in a virtual reality for.
I mean, she is one of the most popular anime girls from one of the most popular anime series, so I guess it makes sense to add her on the list.
Asuna has proven herself time and time again.
Not sure I could say much more than that. I haven't watched Sword Art Online, and I don't think I ever plan to.
Kirito's life, the longevity of Asuna's in-game achievements only just outshines the likes of Alice and Shion, with her antics in SAO2 displaying that, yeah, she can easily carry her own series with both her personality and sword skills. There are player 2s, and then there's Asuna.
How sweet.
Number 18.
Although I do have to give Sword Art Online credit for something. I mean, the MC and the main heroine do end up together. They do share a kiss, which is more than you can say for a lot of other seasonal anime shows with their whole wishy-washy relationships. I mean, at least for what I've seen, you know, the clips of Sword Art Online that I've seen. So I mean, I guess I gotta give props to the series for that, at least. All right, at number 18, Chika.
Kaguya-sama, love is war. You don't just break the internet with a dance number and not become a part of modern anime culture.
The dance number that was only around for one episode.
Borderline nonsensical romantic battle between Kaguya and Miyuki, Chika rose above her contemporaries thanks to her eccentric sense of humor, serious rap game, and habit of ruining.
I still need to watch the OVA. Apparently, Chika got some
in the most
interesting focus in the OVA.
various ways possible. She's the whole package, even if her bubbliness sometimes slips into the realm of absurd.
I think real Kaguya-sama Love is War fans would agree, well, at least most of them would agree that Hayasaka is obviously best girl. Is clearly the best girl of the series. At least that's my opinion. But yeah, but to be honest, Chika was my pick for a while until Hayasaka got more screen time. I mean, Chika, but I still like Chika though. Chika's still a great character. So I mean, I guess this is something I guess this is so far a choice that I can sort of agree with Watchmojo on. I mean, I can kind of understand why they would put her on the list. Again, I would prefer Hayasaka, but Chika, I guess, would still be a solid choice. I mean, as solid as a choice it can be for a list like this, because again, she's great, but to say she's better than hundreds and thousands of other girls that we've seen, anime girls that we've seen over the past 22 years, it's hard to say.
Number 17, Hollow. Spice and Wolf. A wise wolf, a master of
another
business,
incredibly popular
and the answer
waifu.
to the age-old question: just how much do ears and a fluffy tail add to the adorability of a character? Oh yeah.
I said get up! Are those ears?
Hollow may be an ancient being feared by the modern times, but her story is a very human one, teaming up with eagle-eyed merchant Lawrence as the two cart themselves around the land in a tale of transactions and simmering romance. One that may feel too low-key at times, yet remains utterly charming.
You know, I gotta be honest, I never could get into Spice and Wolf. I mean, I watched the first few episodes of season 1, but after that, I kind of stopped. I guess mainly because, like, it really did focus on, like, economical stuff, which at the time just really bored me. I might get back to it, like, someday, because I heard, like, Kraft and Hollow did have some really good chemistry. So, and plus I watched Realist Hero, and that did economical stuff and political stuff really well. So, I mean, maybe I'll see this series differently.
Are you seriously telling me you only called my name because it was a little shorter? What upsets me more than anything is that you actually think this way, idiot!
Sure, she can be a little sharp-tongued.
Oh yeah, I think I did hear that. Oh yeah, I think I did remember that. The chemistry was a little rocky at first.
Of an agricultural goddess.
You are the one who told me to buy as many as I wanted.
Number 16, Yoko Kuran. Hello, fan service, my old friend. While the abundance of skin on display certainly does nothing to dissuade Yoko's sex appeal, it's her capabilities as a...
Well, it should really be no surprise that Watchmojo just put all the most popular anime girls on this list. Because, you know, hey, it's not a Watchmojo anime list if they don't put, like, at least 2 mainstream shows on there.
That continue to enthrall us, often via gunning down every beastman that came into her crosshairs.
Oh wow, they actually went with the Japanese dub this time.
A loving teacher, or Kamina Squeeze,
I still need to watch Gurren Lagann.
a barrel of fun whose convictions prevented her from straying into a parody figure. Turns out that you can't...
The romance is sweet, but I do have a question. Like, I think this still begs the question though: does mainstream necessarily mean that it's a good character? Like, I thought one of the biggest reasons why Yoko was mainstream was because of her skimpy outfit. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't judge because again, I haven't watched Gurren Lagann.
And balanced cleavage, kickassery, and heart-to-heart moments. Who would have thunk it?
But like I said, is she on the list because she's mainstream, or is she on the list because she's an actually good character?
Number 15, Konata. Lucky Star.
Konata?
She's certainly not what you'd call a conventional role model.
I remember watching Lucky Star.
Terrible work ethic, lack of interest in school, and die-hard obsession with anime and video games. Yet, it's for all those very reasons that Konata speaks to us on a spiritual level.
I really need to finish Lucky Star. I think I stopped watching around like 12th episode.
The furthest thing from hateable, this iconic nerd's taste in all things otaku only adds to the comedy factor, with her love for Haruhi Suzumiya being almost unrivaled. It's scarily easy to relate to all of Konata's
oh yeah,
antics.
good cameo.
We salute her.
It's been a long time since I watched Lucky Star, but from what I remember, I did like the characters, especially Konata. However, I think I was more of a Tsukasa person. I think I was leaning more towards Tsukasa as best girl.
Number 14, Violet Evergarden.
Oh.
Violet Evergarden. Raised to be a weapon of war, Violet's emotions were stunted for the longest time, until the dying words of the only man who cared for her sent her on a journey of self-discovery, one that led her...
Violet Evergarden, to be honest, was another series I couldn't really get into. I mean, the animation was beautiful, don't get me wrong, and Violet was, I guess, a decent character, but I don't know, it just like... I don't want to say it bored me, but like it just wasn't for me. I just felt like it wasn't. The show just wasn't for me.
Into the role of an auto memory doll.
But I think I could see why people would like it though. Oh god, I hope my buddy Ryu Seishin doesn't see this. Otherwise,
now essentially a character that takes a person's words and expands it into polished and poised.
I don't know how he's gonna react once he sees his girl at number 14.
Perception of both humanity and herself, learning to love through her clients and the words she types on the page. To say she's a tragic figure would be an understatement, but she's also one of the medium's most triumphant ones. Number 13, Erza Scarlet. Fairy Tale. You know you're in a class of your own when even naysayers who disregard your fantasy shonen all agree you're a standout badass of a character. As one of the
Is it me or those eyes look a little off center?
strongest mages within the Fairy Tale Guild, Erza is
And those eyes look a little bit off.
equipped with innate magic that lets her swap out costumes and weaponry on a dime. Sure, she falls prey to the occasional bit of fan service, but
Occasional bit of fan service.
cemented her
That's
place
not what I heard
as
from
a
Fairy
beast of
Tail.
battle not to be trifled with. She did wipe out 100 monsters all by her lonesome. Number 12, Homura, Madoka Magica. Overcoming time travel and endless sorrow, even among a genre breaker filled with magical girls.
Still need to watch
Homura
Madoka
stood at the
Magica.
pinnacle. Originally a shy and awkward student, her encounters with Madoka and the rest led to her forming an irreplaceable bond, only to witness her best friend be slaughtered by witches. Refusing to let this stand, she used her power of time travel in an attempt to alter the grim fates which
Shit, should I really watch through this if I plan on watching Madoka Magica sometime in the near future? I feel like this is dipping very much into spoilerish territory.
awaited them all.
誰も未来を受け止められない。
Yeah, I mean, I already know it's gonna be dark. I already know it's gonna have a lot of crazy
Needless to
shit,
say,
so
it's a
maybe it's not
journey
that
filled
bad.
with so much heartbreak that it's little wonder she became as jaded and cold as she did. Regardless, even if Madoka is the face of the franchise, Homura's story is the emotional crux.
Ooh, Scorpion Sun machine guns versus a musket.
Toradora, more than living up to her namesake, Tiger.
Now this is definitely gonna be a very controversial pick, because a lot of people apparently hate Taiga, and I did watch Toradora a long time ago, and to be honest, I actually liked Taiga. I think Taiga was my best girl of this series. Not my best girl of the century, obviously, but she was my best girl of the series. I did like her relationship with Yuji. Or no, Ryuji. I mean, hell, she's at least a lot better character than Ami.
Does not hesitate to bite back, in spite of her smaller stature.
Don't call me an idiot, you bitch!
Determined to prove herself, even if she is as
I still don't know why why Watchmojo chooses to use the dub for some anime, but the sub for like others. Like, cause I'm pretty sure, like they use the dub for Gurren Lagann. No, they use the sub for Gurren Lagann, even though I'm pretty sure a dub exists. And I think there's a dub that exists for Madoka Magica. I'm not too sure.
cute as can be.
I'd be surprised if there
Tiger's
isn't, considering how
motivation
mainstream it is.
is kicking someone's ass, which is what makes her such a perfect foil for love interest Ryuji.
Yep.
Sure, she may have caused a concussion or two, but their budding romance displayed that, in spite of her apex predator personality, Tiger can still be a softie. All she needs is a dragon that's up to the
Oh, I
task with
love that
safeguarding
scene. I
her
remember
rights.
loving that scene. Also, yeah, I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons why some people don't like her, is because she's a violent tsundere. And yeah, I mean, I can understand where they're coming from. You know, violent tsundere, it's hit or miss, to say the least. But I remember I did like in Taiga. However, I don't know. However, I watched this at a time where I wasn't very well experienced with anime. I watched this at a time where I didn't have a lot of anime under my belt. So, I am wondering if I were to watch this right now, will I still like Taiga the same? I'm kind of afraid to find out.
Number 10, Mikasa.
Ah.
Attack on Titan.
Oh.
Following an attack that robbed her of her family, Mikasa transitioned from a sheltered girl to one of humanity's strongest soldiers.
All right, you know what? I'll give it to Watchmojo. All right, Mikasa was a great character. She is badass.
Devoting her life to Eren, she rose up among the Survey Corps to become a weapon that could even
But among the
rival
top
Wizard
10 in
Wars.
best girls of the century, I mean,
Her dedication may have given her the conviction to become a Titan-killing machine, but it's also become a recent point of contention, especially with the revelation in regard to her Ackerman blood. For all its benefits, it also conditioned her into becoming an unwitting servant who will protect their charge no matter what.
But I think that was kind of in contention, like, after watching like the most recent episodes of season 5, because I think it was either the most recent episode or episode 2 where Armin like questioned if Mikasa was really controlled or brainwashed, so like to a point where she can't hurt Eren in any way, or she has to protect Eren at all costs. So I don't know, is she really brainwashed, or maybe she's not. Maybe does Armin have a point?
Number 9, Rem. ReZero starting life in another world. You know you've captivated an audience when a single rejection breaks the internet in half.
Yeah, I think we all know about that.
Beast with ease, it's Rem's gentle soul, that support of Subaru that melted.
God, I remember when the season 1 of this show came out, everybody, like, I saw Rem everywhere on the internet. Like, there was no escaping her. Like, everyone was talking about Ren. Everyone was posting about Ren. Like, as someone who didn't watch ReZero, and who probably should have, like, it was insane, like, how much I saw Rem. However, I feel like she's not as popular right now, considering the fact that in season 2, ReZero fans got Echidna and stuff.
The hearts of everyone before her.
And apparently more shine for Emilia.
Every time loop, every demise, it all layered together to give us one of the sweetest
ReZero fans, what do you think?
Individuals to occupy what is otherwise a bloodthirsty fantasy world. Which made her sudden disappearance all the more painful.
I do know about I also know about the "Who is Rem" meme though.
Code Geass.
Is that really okay? I haven't watched Code Geass, but is that really how you pronounce her name? C2? I thought it was CC. Interesting.
Immortal and a harbinger of revolution, this Snow White of the mecha genre was the one to grant Lelouch the mind-altering power of the Geass, setting him out his path to become a symbol of change.
Also, I just realized how much of a heretic I must sound to a lot of anime fans. I haven't watched Madoka Magica, I haven't watched Gurren Lagann, I haven't watched ReZero, and I haven't watched Code Geass. Hey man, I still like, I mean, I still consider myself fairly new, even though I've been watching anime for like 5 years. Actually, no, it's like 7. It's 7 years.
And playing the part of a to the will of the elites.
Fuck me, I should probably make another non-anime.
Number 7, Misaka Mikoto, a certain franchise. From Index to Railgun, this Esper proved herself to be such a delightfully investing character that it's no wonder
Interesting pick
to wage through
for
the
number 7.
continuity of this crazy ass series. Able to unleash bolts of electricity, with such ferocity she could wipe out Academy City if she wanted, Mikasa's level 5 abilities are only matched by her attitude.
Probably one of my favorite tsunderes in all of anime.
Flippant, prone to outbursts, and possessing the sweetest crush on Mr. Misfortune himself, Toma, there's every reason to consider Mikasa as the best thing to emerge from every facet of this franchise.
Alright, Watchmojo. I'll give this to you. I'll give this one to you as well, because Misaka is great. She is fantastic. Again, I'm not sure if I will put her as best girl of the century, one of the best girls of the century, but she is fantastic. I can see why you would put her on this list.
Number 6, Satsuki. Kill the Kill. There's authority.
Wow, I'm surprised you didn't add Ryuko.
With an ironclad rule over her underclassmen, this blade-wielding powerhouse, Megumin user, originally appeared as an antagonist meant to contend with Ryoko's firecracker personality.
Yeah, a dub exists for Kill la Kill as well. Why didn't they use the dub?
While still retaining her sharper tendencies, once her past and true intentions.
I mean, like I said, don't get me wrong, I still prefer sub over dub. But I mean, it's still weird to me that they would choose sub for some and dub for others.
Oddly inspiring, even if she continually regards those beneath her as pigs in human clothing. An Ice Queen? Sure, but she's our Ice Queen, and we're more than happy to bow to her whims. Number 5, Megumin. Konosuba, God's blessing on this wonderful world. Who would you rather have as a companion? A useless goddess, masochistic paladin, or the mage who could summon catastrophic explosions, and pretty much nothing else?
Neither of them, because Combatants Will Be Dispatched is a much better series from the same author.
In every regard, Megumin is the obvious choice. Her smaller frame does nothing to diminish how beguiling she is, and certainly doesn't dissuade her determination to prove herself as the strongest mage in the land.
Fuck me. Watchmojo, what are you doing? I'm pretty sure not even Konosuba fans would agree with this. Putting Megumi so high up on this list. I mean, you put her above fucking Misaka and Mikasa from Attack on Titan. Like, oh my god. Why? Like, I mean, yeah, because, I mean, Misaka, I mean, it makes sense to put her on a list because she's cute, she's badass, she has a great chemistry with Toma, and overall she's just a fantastic character, and plus she's pretty well written as well. Like, she's one of the, well, I wouldn't say few, but she is one of the tsunderes that I actually like, because tsunderes are pretty hit or miss for me. But no, you put Megumi higher because she's just cute? I mean, why? I mean, I don't understand. She's not even that great. She's not that great of a character. I gotta be completely honest. I mean, yeah, she is one of those characters that kickstarted Ria Takahashi's career. I mean, she is one of Ria Takahashi's most popular roles, and she did a great job. I'll say an amazing job voicing Megumi. But at number 5, like, for fuck's sake, all she got going for her is that she's a chunin that can make shit explode. That's it.
No matter how many times she feigns from casting explosion magic, she's a fireball wrapped up in a Chunibyo exterior that we can't get enough of. Sign us up to join her party anytime. Dainsgate. Brains, beauty, brilliance. Rintaro may be a mad scientist leaping across various timelines, but it's Kurisu's ingenuity and presence that makes up such an essential part of this sci-fi juggernaut.
以上で私の話は終わりですが、それでも反論があるなら聞きますよ。
A genius in her own right, her contributions are invaluable, but it's the chemistry between herself and Rintaro that really lets this series truly shine.
マユリには会えたの？橋田がコミマでは会えなかったみたいって。
ああ。She's a prodigy who has dealt with isolation all her life.
Also, Kurisu is probably another one of my favorite tsunderes. Both her and Misaka are like tsunderes done right.
Feels so organic. Yep, she's worth risking all of space-time for.
それならしょうがないな。キスだけだぞ。
Number 3, Saber, Fate franchise. While she has a billion
No.
incarnations over a billion alternative realities, there's only one king worthy of sitting on this throne, and that's...
Well, I was wondering when they're gonna put a fake girl on this list. I mean, as an anime only, I gotta say, from what I've seen so far, I mean, I think that Rin and Sakura are better choices. Rin, Sakura, and of course, Medusa / Rider.
That's the original Arturia Pendragon.
あなたが私のマスターか。
I mean, I did hear that that her route, the Saber route, is great, but
this ancient hero is a
yeah, I definitely wouldn't pick her as. I wouldn't even pick her as like the best girl of the Fate series. No, that goes to either Sakura or Medusa for me.
Though still haunted by the decisions she made in her ancient life as king. She's the one you want to have in your corner when contending in a battle royale filled with history and mythology's most notable champions. Plus, she's clearly the best romance route. Yeah, we said it.
Ooh, okay, Watchmojo, okay, alright. Well, I don't know, man. I mean, after watching both, as someone who watched both Unlimited Blade Works and Heaven's Feel, I feel like I would have to disagree. I mean, after watching Heaven's Feel, I'm definitely leaning towards more Sakura. Either Sakura or Medusa for best girl. Well, maybe not Medusa if you want to argue like who's the best girl for Shiro, like which ship is the best one, but after Heaven's Feel, I mean, Heaven's Feel just really just elevated my love for Sakura and Ryder like that much more. So much so that, I mean, compared to those two, like Saber is just I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like Saber as a character. I think Saber is a great character. But Sakura and Ryder are just better, in my opinion.
Number 2, Haruhi Suzumiya. Haruhi Suzumiya franchise. So, turns out that God isn't only a high school girl, but also something of a jerk.
Has just been decided, and its name is...
The SOS Brigade!
Wait, is she actually a god?
Manifest, and generally screw around with reality depending on her wishes, the often obnoxious, yet eternally entertaining Haruhi becomes a focal point for every kind of sentient life in the universe, each endeavoring to prevent a catastrophe or take advantage of her uncanny abilities. Not that Haruhi cares, since all she wants to do is lead her SOS Brigade down whatever wily escapade she can conjure up next, whether that be rocking out in a bunny suit or repeating the same episode 8 times. Damn it, Haruhi.
Wait, huh?
I have not heard a single convincing reason as to why she is number 2 on this list. I mean, yeah. I mean, as someone who hasn't watched Haruhi, why? Why is she number 2? Like, I don't understand. Somebody enlighten me, please. Honestly, I think the Endless 8 route is probably one of the biggest reasons why I don't know if I'll ever watch Haruhi Suzumiya, because I'm not sure if I want to go through watching the same episode 8 times. I mean, maybe it does get better after that, but I don't know. I don't know. Is it really worth it?
Well, that's it.
Somebody enlighten me.
For today, I set tomorrow aside just in case, but I guess you can all take the day off now.
Before we reveal the true best girl, here's a few honorable mentions.
No.
Yumeko, Kakegurui. No.
It's a great performance by Sari Hayami, but in my opinion, I don't think she deserves to be even in the honorable mentions.
Nagatoro. Don't
Oh
argue with me,
my
Miss
God.
Nagatoro.
doesn't deserve to be in the honorable mentions.
Rin, laid back camp.
I haven't seen Laid Back Camp, so I can't say.
Chizuru, rent a girlfriend.
Oh no, I've heard bad things about this series.
自分ウサギかよって思ったらまた呼んで
Reina, Higurashi when they cry.
圭一君を殺して私は鬼隠しで消える
My, Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai.
Yeah, I think I'll agree. I mean, yeah, I guess I'll agree with that for at least honorable mentions.
金輪際私に関わらないように
My was great though.
Be sure to subscribe to our
Okay. I gotta mentally prepare myself. Who am I kidding? It's probably some mainstream show that I haven't watched yet.
channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest
Please do not
videos.
disappoint me.
You have the option to be
It better not. It better be
notified
some
when
mainstream
videos
show that I know
are
nothing
uploaded.
about.
If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Hitagi Senjogahara, Monogatari franchise.
Oh.
The best girl out of this kaleidoscope of an anime is like choosing which of Araragi's lewd antics made us shake our heads more. All are sensational, but at the end of the day, there's one who unironically floated above the rest.
ならばキスで黙らせてみなさいよ
Afflicted just like the rest of Araragi's inner circle with a supernatural ailment, Senjogahara swiftly won us over with just how together she was, which is pretty impressive given the broken state of her home life.
そうじゃあ荒木君にお願い
Whether it's putting Araragi in his
I
place,
still need to finish
taking the
Monogatari, the
or
Monogatari
going through
series.
one nightmare scenario after the next,
Like, I don't think I've even finished
Senjogahara
Have I finished
excels in
Monogatari
every
second
scene
season? I don't
she's
think
in.
so.
優しくしなさい
I think I'm almost done with it though.
Do you agree with our
Okay, so Senjogahara as number 1. Well, first of all, I think that's gonna make a lot of Monogatari fans mad because I know a lot of them are more into Hanakawa. I think some would prefer Sengoku more. As for me though, I do agree that as of I haven't seen the entire Monogatari series, but as of right now, I would say she is my best girl of the series. But best girl of the century, I mean, that's a bit of a stretch. That's a bit of a stretch. But yeah, overall, one thing about the overall list, it's well, as I expected, it disappointed me in more ways than one. It disappointed me many, many ways. In multiple ways. Putting Megumi in the top 5, and I mean, putting Haruhi number 2. I mean, it's like I said, there's just so many girls that could have been on this list. If I were to make a hell, I don't even know if I would be able to make a top 20 best girls of the century because, well, for one, I haven't seen that much anime, and 2, like, it's tough because I still did watch a lot of shows. I think I have like 200, over 300 shows under my belt. So to choose between all of those, it's gonna be tough. I know I'll put at least one Grisaia girl high up on the list. But yeah, also Rena girlfriend character in the honorable mentions. That's definitely not gonna sit well with some folks. Yeah, I've heard some pretty terrible things about Rena girlfriend, and I never want to touch that series with a 10-foot pole. I mean, even I know about the infamous chapter that came out, and when I saw that, I was like, nope. But yeah, other than that, I mean, once again, another pretty poor Watchmojo anime video. I'm willing to bet that if they make another like top 10 anime list that didn't age well video, they have to put this here. Because come on with some of these choices, man. Come on. Get real. I mean, for fuck's sake, you could have added at least one Oragairu girl on the list. I mean, hell, I'd be glad. I think I'd be a little bit. I think I'd be pretty glad if it wasn't, even if it wasn't Yukino, because there were some pretty good girls in Oragairu. Also, Jujutsu Kaisen, Nobara, Maki, Mai. I think either one of those three should have been on this list. What else? Oh yeah, there's Demon Slayer as well. I mean, well, maybe. Well, okay, maybe not. Well, I don't know. I mean, I do love Daki, but I don't know if I'll put her as best girl of the century. But yeah, I mean, I can. There's just so many other options that they could have picked. I think they should maybe they should make another video. Maybe they should make like a top 100. Because again, think about all the anime that have come out since the year 2000. It's so much anime. And so many girls. So many great female characters. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter. Support me on Patreon. Links in the description down below. And I will see you guys next time.